Hello. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello, I'm Simlight Sage, and in today's video, we are going to be starting the new Star Path Retro Road Trip in Disney Dreamlight Valley. But before we start, there have been some updates to the new Star Path that we are going to have, and so I wanted to go over a little bit of what those updates are and how it's going to affect the Star Path. So with that being said, alright, so the updates for the new Star Path are character specific duties have been temporarily removed except for Joy and Sadness. So that way, if you have characters that you have not unlocked yet, you won't have to pass those duties because obviously you aren't able to complete them with your characters not unlocked. And then also, the initial selection of duties on day 1 of the event will provide enough tokens to unlock all rewards of the Star Path on the regular track. Non-premium Star Path players must complete the currently active routine duties to earn bonus rewards, unlocking the next set as they go. Premium Star Path players can complete all released routine duties in any order to access bonus rewards. So if I'm understanding that correctly, if you are a non-premium Star Path player, then you have to do the rewards in order that they come out. If you are a premium Star Path player, then you can complete them in any order to access the bonus rewards. So having routine duties is a little bit different this go around than previous. We just strictly had duties, but now you have weekly routine duties that can help unlock the bonus rewards of the Star Path. The memory orbs that were related to duties have been significantly reduced, which is super helpful. It is not always easy to get memory orbs, and sometimes you had to unlock like 20 plus to finish that duty, which I know for a lot of people is unrealistic. But restaurant related duties have been temporarily removed, and craft training manuals has been removed. And then duties that were limited to a specific number of times per day and required multiple days to complete have been removed. Those were tasks such as give Aladdin his favorite gift 4 times, or some even went up to give characters with glasses their favorite gifts 15 times, which then created multiple days, and those were a struggle too. So I'm glad that some of these things have changed. But what is interesting is the new routine duties. So new routine duties are weekly duties that you get to do, and they will be for 5 consecutive weeks for this Star Path. The week amount will change depending on how long the Star Path is. But new duty types may appear in both regular duties and routine duties. In emotional rescue, there will be photo gallery and companion interactions related to duties. Routine duties earn you tokens that can be spent on Star Path and bonus rewards. Completing all routine duties ensure you unlock every reward in both tracks. Completing all weekly routine duties unlocks the following week's routine duties. Interesting. If one jumps into the Star Path at a later date, they will need to complete the routine duties in the order they were released, but will be able to catch up to that given week's live routine duties. So with that being said, if you jump in week 3, you can go ahead and complete 1, 2, and 3, and then be able to then pick up on 4 once week 4 goes live. The premium Star Path allows for progress on all routine duties that have been released. If one jumps into the premium Star Path at a later date, they will be able to complete all the released routine duties in whatever order they choose in order to catch up to that given week's live routine. But this Star Path has been increased by 5 days for all players. And then there is going to be a grace period for any additional Star Path tokens. It is now 48 hours. With that, we're going to go ahead and jump into our video. All right, so let's jump into our star path. So, funny enough, I have actually never completed a star path all the way through. So hopefully this will be my first. But the Retro Road Trip Star Path. Embrace breezy summer nostalgia with the Retro Road Trip Star Path. Go fishing around the valley, spend time with beloved pet companions, and snap photos with your royal phone to capture all your valley's fun in the sun. You'll be rewarded with fabulous retro fashions, a cool fox companion, classic diner-inspired furniture, and more. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to go ahead and activate the premium star path for those of you who are new to star paths. If you don't activate the premium, you can only work on 3 at a time. If you activate the premium, you can do 6. If you have the moonstones to go ahead and activate and get the $100 coins, I would go ahead and suggest doing that. That is what we are going to do today. Woo! All right, so first thing we're going to do is uproot some night thorns. What I like to do is I like to track them as I go just so I can see how many I have left. That is a me preference, but you know, you do you. I hate when this does this, when I'm not prepared for it. I was about to say, I don't know where all my coins are. Woo! Got it right at the end. All right, clear out some more night thorns. So I actually was in the process of cleaning up my valley before the star path released, and then I got really busy and didn't get to log on for over a week, so which is a good thing. So that way I have some stuff ready to remove instead of starting the star path with nothing to remove. Okay. We have 2 more. We'll go ahead and get them knocked out here. Alright, so we have finished those. So let's go ahead and collect those 15. Practice mindfulness. Tackle royal task. Get crafty. Whip up a 1-star meal. Go fish. Or earn 5,000 in Dreamlight. Let's go ahead and do the mindfulness. This just means that all you have to do is mine 5 times. So we are going to do that. And what I typically like to do when I am doing these duties is, depending on what duty it is, I want to find a character that has whatever task I'm doing's hangout. We are mining. Kristoff is a miner. Let's see where he is. Am I just losing my mind? I legit feel like I'm losing my mind. Okay, so I know Moana is, so we're gonna go get Moana.
My best friend Ralph is a knucklehead, but I love him.
Okay, hi Moana. Well, let's get that too.
Hey!
Alright, we are gonna hang out and practice some mining. The reason that I choose to bring a friend on to do these kinds of tasks is to just yield more resources. If this is something that you are not doing, I would suggest it. Stockpiling resources significantly helps, especially if you're new and just starting. Not something that I prioritized and really wish I did. Also, your mindfulness only counts if you do happen to get a gem from it. And if you have someone who yields more than one, it only counts for the first one.
What a perfect day for a race!
Okay. All right, let's move down into the peaceful meadow and see if we can knock out these last two. There's one. We'll come back for that. And there's two.
Now, this is my kind of day.
Alright, go back and get this one, and then we'll go ahead and collect our mindfulness. This says we need to tackle 3 royal tasks, so let's go ahead and do those. We've already just cleared one because we were having to get 2 minerals, which we just did for our mindfulness. Next, we need to bring 2 gifts, prepare a 2-star meal or better, pick 3 mushrooms, add 3 decorations to the peaceful meadow, feed a crocodile, and catch 3 fish. Since we only need to do 2 of them, we're going to go ahead and pick mushrooms and probably prepare a 2-star meal or better. Those are pretty easy. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and eat some food to get some energy. We're going to glide right on down to the Glades of Trust to pick some mushrooms. All right. Can't go that way because of my... Alrighty, got those. Let's go up and make our meal. Alright, we need to make a 1-star meal or better. What I typically like to do with these is go ahead and create favorite gifts while I'm at it. In one of my previous videos, I had done, I believe, Alice's. So let's go ahead and do Merlin's. Go ahead and knock that out of the way. Now, I don't remember if we just had to do one or... Oh, look at me. It was a 2-star meal. well, while we're here, we'll go ahead and collect those. Let's make a 2-star meal, not a 1-star. We'll just go ahead and make an apple pie. Call it a day. Go ahead and collect that. Go into our event, collect that. Next is to get crafty. In order to get crafty, you have to craft whatever your heart desires at your crafting station. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, let's see. If you guys watched my previous video, then you know I am currently working on getting all of my inventory ready. So I am working on crafting a bajillion small chests. So with our 3, we're just going to go ahead and craft 3 small chests. Because why not? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and collect that. Whip up a 1-star meal. We need to do 3 more of those. So let's go back in here. When you have a certain star meal, like for example, the 1-star meal, you can cook any 1 or above star meal and it will count towards that. So for example, if I wanted to do another or an apple sorbet, and I do that and I exit back out, go back into our star path, it counted that as one of our meals. So we'll just make 2 more of those. Okay. Next, we need to go fish for 5 fish. So, what we're gonna do is exit. When we exit, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye to Moana.
Yeah! This place is starting to look amazing.
And now we're gonna go find a companion who fishes. I know Goofy. I'm about to say I know Goofy is one of mine that fishes. So let's go grab him.
Now this is a great day to play outside.
Is this not Goofy's house? Right? Yeah, that's Goofy's house. Weird. Okay, let's try this again. No? Okay. Well, maybe we won't be using Goofy. Who else is a fisher? A fisherman. Oh, Donald is. Is Scrooge? Yeah, Donald and Scrooge are. Okay. Let's find either one of them. Scrooge is normally in his shop. Donald's in his house. Just go to Scrooge's shop in case we have the same issue that we had with Goofy.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Alright, so also when we came into Scrooge's shop, that was one of our routine duties. which we needed to just visit Scrooge's store once. So we're going to go ahead and collect that. We will also need to purchase 10 items from a stall. I'm going to assume that that's Goofy's stall. And then we also will need to buy 5 things from his store, but we are not going to do those right now. We are going to finish our fishing task. So I currently have an elixir on my rod that turns, I believe, all white bubbles orange. Maybe? Don't quote me on that. I also don't think that if you catch seaweed, it counts as a fish. I think it actually has to be a fish that you catch. But the same thing goes for fish, just as it does for the gems. If you have someone with you that yields you more, you're only going to get counted for the first one that you actually catch, not any additional that are provided by your buddy that you're hanging out with. Alright, so we have caught our 5 fish, so we're going to go ahead and collect that. Earn 5,000 Dreamlight. We are only at 350. That's going to take just a minute. If you don't want to turn your Dream Shards into Dreamlight, mind you, if you are new into the game, it will be much easier for you to earn Dreamlight. If you are farther in the game, it's going to be a little bit more tricky. But again, you can turn your Dream Shards into Dreamlight, so we will actually probably go ahead and do that just to show you guys. But again, if you're new into the game, I wouldn't suggest it. Dream Shards are really hard to come by at first. Dreamlight, so for example, it cost 10 Dream Shards to get 250. So if I wanted to get the full 5,000, it would cost 200 Dream Shards, so then I would only have 68 left. So I don't necessarily want to do that, so we'll just do 1,500. Yeah, but that's how you can do that. So next is to dig anywhere in the valley, pick the fruit that puts Snow White to sleep, mine precious gems with a royal tool, tackle royal task, sell 5 gems. Let's go ahead and tackle some royal tasks because I have some that I've already completed, which was catch 3 fish. We can harvest 5 vegetables, add 3 decorations to the peaceful meadow. Let's go ahead and do that one. Here is a little fun tip that I learned. Whenever you have to add decorations, I always thought that you had to like really add some type of decoration, whether it be furniture or decor, anything like that. But actually, all you have to do is, if you don't want to add anything more, because you're not in a place where you actually want to decorate your valley, all you have to do is create a path off an existing path. And that counts as your decorations. Super helpful, I know. So let's go ahead and collect that. And then we can go ahead and sell one of our minerals that we got at Goofy's stall.
Hi there, pal.
We'll just sell one of those. Never mind. Alright, and then collect that. Go back into our event. Collect that. We also need to sell another 4 gems, so we can go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and pick the apples for Snow White.
Good to see you.
Oh, wait till I tell Slink about this place. He's not gonna believe me.
Ooh.
Alright, let's go pick our apples. Alright, so with that we were able to harvest 15 apples, so we'll have to wait for them to repopulate before we can finish out that task. We're gonna go ahead and collect our gems that we just sold. Alright, let's... because I don't necessarily want to do any of these right this very second, let's go ahead and move into our routine duties really quick. And let me purchase items from the stall. What I'm going to do is, because off camera, I'm going to go ahead and pick all of my pumpkins and replant them and sell them and all of those things. So
Hey there.
I'm going to go ahead and buy
Whoa.
pumpkin seeds. And then let's see if that... Yep. That's exactly what that was. That was Goofy stall. So now we're going to go into Scrooge's store. And I believe it's buy 5 items. Yeah, buy 5 things from Scrooge's store. Okay. Now, one thing that I would suggest that is really tricky when you first start is, for starters, when you see the price and you see the red dot with it, that means that's something that you don't own. And then if you walk up to something and you see the price and there's not a red dot next to it, it's something that you already own, but you can still purchase. While things in the shop are extremely expensive when you first start, I would highly suggest that once you've unlocked the Forgotten Lands, wow, I forgot what they were called, that I would start pretty much buying just about every single thing that you have in the shop, because it helps tremendously with Dream Snaps and the boutique challenges. Oh, they're little Bo Peep earrings. Those are so cute. Alright. Again, so this is just me. I'm going to go in and purchase just about everything.
My neighbors are fabulous.
Like, for example, these visor glasses are $14,000. Like, I get that it's super techy, but $14,000 is really hard to come by when you first start. Okay. I pretty much just speed through a good chunk of this.
Ah. Woo! Hey! Ah. Hey!
Okay, let's see what else is here. Like, there are just some things that I don't repurchase.
Hey!
But what I would also highly suggest is to check the store every single time that you're on, that you're playing. A lot of new hairstyles will show up as well. So just be mindful of that. But we're going to go ahead and collect our items from Scrooge's store. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into the rewards and spend what we have earned, which is 345 tokens. And then we will be ending the video after that. So first we're going to go ahead and buy the Rock and Roll Fox companion. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. All right. We're just going to go ahead and equip him. We are also going to buy the Jaunty Bow Updo, which is actually really cute. Let's go ahead and equip that as well. Go ahead and get the Moonstones, the Motif, the Retro Roadtrip luggage, the basic cinema poster, and the Vintage Feels handbag, which we will also go ahead and equip. Now, for those of you who are new to Star Paths, you have to unlock at least 3 of them before you can see the next page's items. So we still have 215 tokens left, so let's go ahead and spend those. So these are the Summer Feels shorts. We are not going to equip them because I don't have a top that I want to put with them right now. We are going to do the Retro Movie Ticket Booth, the Red Retro Dining Chair, the Retro Dining Table, I don't know if this is, oh yeah, a motif. Yeah, another one. And then we'll go ahead and get these moonstones as well. So that leaves us with 35 left, and we will go ahead and save those, and then we will start fresh for our next video. So with that being said, that ends our video, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.